Marvel fans, let's talk new leaks and rumors about the future of Hulk in the MCU. This all has to do with the rumored World War Hulk film. What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from Nerd Ventures Tower, and smash a like on this video if you are hyped up about the possibility of World War Hulk coming to the MCU. And we have to sort of begin there because several weeks ago, geeks worldwide broke a big story that Marvel was developing a World War Hulk film. And at the time, this was crazy for a couple of different reasons. Number one, World War Hulk is a fan-beloved event in Marvel Comics, which is awesome, and we'll talk more about that. But the second reason this is crazy is because we didn't even think we could do a solo Hulk movie anymore. This is an indication that the rights from Universal are now back with Marvel Studios proper. It kind of came out back then that both Namor and Hulk's rights had reverted from Universal completely back to Marvel Studios. But ever since that initial rumor, we had very little in the way of updates or how that could even work, but now we've got some details. Check this out. Hulk will leave Earth at the end of She-Hulk. This is coming from My Time to Shine. Hello. It's crazy in and of itself, but it was followed up by a retweet by Casey Walsh, who is the person that got the original scoop about the World War Hulk movie. Here's what he says: a father and son round trip to get help. So this is all really crazy, of course. Let's try to make sense of it all. First of all, let's talk about World War Hulk in the comics. This is a story that takes place after the Planet Hulk storyline. Now, in Planet Hulk, the Illuminati trick Hulk into going off-world. They send him to what they think is an uninhabited planet, and they essentially just outcast him to this planet to live out the rest of his day. There's this dude there named the Red King. Red King is in charge of the planet. Hulk is a gladiator thrown into the pits. He ends up winning his freedom, taking over the planet, conquering the Red King, and ruling Sakaar. Finds a nice lady, settles down, has a kid, and then the ship that the Illuminati sent him in blows up, killing his wife and pissing the Hulk off. The Hulk and the Warbound all head back to Earth, hell-bent on getting revenge on the Illuminati, the people who originally sent him here, that created that ship, and who Hulk blames for the death of his wife. Now, it turns out later it were actually assassins of the Red King that do this. Like, they sabotage the ship to kill Hulk's wife. And even Meek, who's one of the Warbound and one of Hulk's good friends, he just allows it to happen. But Hulk doesn't find that out till way later. And when he comes back to Earth, it is epic. World War Hulk is what Hulk fans always reach to show you how powerful the Hulk can ultimately be. Now, he gets a bunch of radiation from the planet that he was on, but he's obviously more angry than he's ever been after he loses his wife. That all combines to create World War Hulk, and he comes back to Earth and devastates. World War Hulk takes out the Juggernaut. He fights Ghost Rider to a standstill. He beats Iron Man and Doctor Strange after Doctor Strange gets some crazy demon thing to help him. He even beats the Sentry, and in the fight with the Sentry, they were punching each other so hard that they almost destroyed the entire planet. Hulk is like ruling the world at this point. He's devastated New York. He's going to set up a gladiatorial thing for the Illuminati so that they can fight for justice. It's just plain old friggin' awesome. But now, let's go back to the She-Hulk show. Now, obviously, Hulk, Bruce Banner, is going to be in the show. We see him in the trailer with She-Hulk sort of training her. And that bit's a little confusing because he's Professor Hulk in that moment, but we also know that during the events of Shang-Chi, Bruce Banner and Hulk are separated again. Maybe She-Hulk will have some kind of time jump or thing going around, but there's a lot of wild rumors with regards to She-Hulk. There are rumors that we will see a lot of Hulks in that show, including the possibility of a Red Hulk, the possibility of the son of Hulk, Scar, Titania, Abomination, and who knows, maybe even other Hulks, more Hulks than that. And if you put together what My Time to Shine Hello said and what Casey Walsh said, I think I can come up with an idea that would take Hulk off-world. Essentially, I think Scar might show up later on into the series. He may bring news of devastation that is going on the planet, the one where the Grandmaster was under control. Because we got to assume that the Son of Hulk happened while Hulk was on Sakaar for those 4 years, right? So maybe Banner doesn't even remember that, as he doesn't have a lot of memories from that time. but I think Scar will be coming to Earth looking to get help from Bruce Banner and the Hulk. And so from there, it's possible Hulk gets some help from some people on Earth, including maybe Thunderbolt Ross. Then he flies to the planet to try to help those people, but his ship is sabotaged. It blows up, doing a bunch of damage to the planet and pissing Hulk off, because there's an important element here where Hulk has to be betrayed and then come back to Earth super pissed off. Now, we don't currently have an Illuminati in the MCU, but we know we're going to meet a multiversal version of one in the Doctor Strange movie. Multiverse of Madness is said to show us a universal version of the Illuminati that's watching over the multiverse. And we think that our Doctor Strange will be inspired by that group after Wanda kills them all, and he's going to take up the mantle of trying to create his own Illuminati. Depending on how much time jumping and craziness is going on in She-Hulk, maybe by the end of that show, we will have caught up with the current MCU timeline, and there will actually be an Illuminati, and they will actually decide to send Hulk out into space. Either way, at the time when Hulk leaves Earth with his son, we presume there will be some powerful people in charge of Earth that Banner will likely be trying to get help from, at least maybe a vessel to get out there. Something bad's gonna happen. He's gonna blame the people back on Earth, and he's gonna come back and whoop some major butt. Now, obviously, Marvel Studios changes stuff from the comics. It'll probably loosely follow that storyline. We're just kind of spitballing and trying to put clues together here. But the really cool thing about this is that Hulk will be coming back madder and stronger than ever. And by that time, we'll have a whole new cast of very powerful characters in the MCU, including maybe some mutants, some Fantastic Four people. You've, of course, got Shang-Chi, some of the Marvels. We will have a variety of very powerful players in the MCU, and I expect Hulk to come back and whoop them all. Like, if there is a Norman Reedus Ghost Rider and he's really, really powerful, Hulk's gonna fight him, either whoop him or fight him to a standstill. Because we've already seen Hulk fight the Avengers, like, twice in the MCU so far. If they really want to do World War Hulk, they got to take it to a whole nother level, and they really need to set up some powerful people in the MCU coming years to then be totally whooped on and decimated by the angry Hulk. Either way, I am super hyped up for it. I can't wait to see the She-Hulk show, see where all of this leads to, watch what happens in the MCU as we get closer to a World War Hulk movie, and then I'm so excited to see the actual World War Hulk happen in the MCU. Let me know what you think about these crazy Hulk rumors. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to this channel to see more of our content, pop up in your recommended feed, check me out on TikTok, check out the podcast on Spotify, and go check out the live streaming channel where we have a ton of fun doing Q&A throughout the week. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.